If you've been to DeFi, then you know we're used to seeing crazy returns like 1% a day, 5% a day, and sometimes even 12% a day. But what we also know is that these crazy returns that are promised in these degen style plays, they don't last. So it's not an investment, it's more like a gamble play. And sometimes they last a couple days, a couple weeks, and if you're lucky, a couple months. And although they're fun and super attractive because of these crazy APYs, they're basically pure Ponzi schemes where only a few people win and most people lose money. And if you couple that with being in the bottom of the bear market, where there have been so many rug pulls and scams and bad actors, it's left a lot of DeFi investors with a bad taste in their mouth, including myself. But every once in a while, you come across a project with zero Ponzi-nomics that solves a real-world problem and takes a traditional business model and brings it into Web3, providing an opportunity for investors like you and me that reminds me of why I was attracted to DeFi in the first place. And that's exactly how the project KERC is positioning itself and why it caught my attention. In this video, I'm going to give you my honest review of KERC, as well as talk about their pre-sale that's launching today. If you're new here, my name is Matt, and I'm going to welcome you to the channel. We're actually giving away $500 in KERC token, and all you have to do to be entered is to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and join the KERC Discord, which I'll have linked below, and tell them that Matt sent you. That's it. Healthcare is a $1 trillion industry, and John and his team believe it's ripe for disruption because even though in the Western world, the healthcare industry is rapidly going digital, there's still a large portion of the world that's still using pen and paper for all of their healthcare data. That's why John and his team have decided to begin in Southeast Asia. They feel like that's a prime market with a lot of undervalued primary care assets, things like primary care physician offices and pharmacies that they can buy at a discount and bring online through Web3. And not only does it help the primary care offices or the pharmacies by making them more efficient, it also provides access for the regular investor like you and I to get involved in a space that it traditionally wasn't available. Looking at the leadership team, this is John Lim, one of the founders, and he's the one with real-world experience in Southeast Asia. It's already a proven concept. So what he's endeavoring to do in Web3, this is what attracted me to this project. He's already done in the traditional business model in Southeast Asia. So this isn't just a concept. With the exact same model, he's already generated over 60% profits. So he's going to take what he learned there and bring it into the Web3 world and make it available to DeFi investors. This is SnorkyPie, the founder and the dev to this project. The one thing I love is that both of them have seasoned LinkedIn profiles. They're not hiding. They're fully doxed. You guys can go and check this out and see their credentials. John's company actually secured government contracts in Malaysia during COVID, where they vaccinated 15% of the population, which is millions of people. You can also look at SnorkyPie's LinkedIn and see what other projects he's worked on as well. So both John and SnorkyPie are fully doxed, and the entire team has been KYC'd with solid proof. And they've even invited James Pelton to their headquarters in Southeast Asia, where he's going to be doing a live AMA, and they're going to show him the breakdown of everything that they're doing. Apart from the KYC, the entire contract for KERC has been audited by Solid Proof. You guys can go read through that audit yourself. I'll have that as well as their other details linked in the description of this video. The KERC team aims to acquire 60 to 80 primary healthcare assets. Now keep in mind, they're only going to acquire primary care assets that are fully functional, that already have a full staff and are already generating revenue. So they're not starting from ground zero. They're going to buy companies that are already functioning and already profitable. In their experience, in the first year of acquisition, these primary care assets usually yield 40 to 50% profits. But with the experience of the KERC team, they've been able to experience over 60% profits in the first year of acquisition. Now, keep in mind, when they buy these companies, even though they're already profitable, inevitably, there's going to be skeletons in the closet. They're going to find mismanagement. They're going to find holes in the boat where profits are leaking out. So they're going to have to spend some time fixing and optimizing that. And that's why they're talking about profits in year 1 versus year 2, 3, and 4. KERC states that there are 5 ways that their business model can generate income. So that would be provision of medical services, healthcare as a subscription, automation as a service, managed services, and pharmaceutical sales. The team believes that the pharmacy portion of this business model could drive millions of dollars back to the KERC ecosystem. So how does the investor make money? That's what we're all wondering, right? That's where the KERC token comes into play. The KERC token itself is going to be on Arbitrum, although the presale that starts today is going to be on 4 different chains. So you could actually purchase on ETH, BSC, Arbitrum, or Polygon. But the way that you're going to realize profits in the KERC ecosystem is by acquiring and staking the KERC token. At a basic level, when you stake Kirk token, you're going to be paid out in USDC on the Arbitrum network. Kirk's main revenue comes from traditional business and is not based on any Ponzonomic returns. So they're very adamant about this, and that's why they're starting the way that they are. They're offering 1.5% fixed. Now they're going to be paying investors 80% of their net profits on a monthly basis. So what that means is, yes, you're getting 1.5%, but if the company's earnings increase, you're still getting 80%. So they're saying you're not going to get less than 1.5%, but if the company performs better and has a higher margin, then you're going to experience more profit paid out monthly in USDC. So this 1.5 is really a base, and they believe with their track record and experience, they can get that number closer to 6 to 12% a month. Now, it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. But for some of you out there looking for this type of opportunity with zero Ponzonomics, with a longer runway that could potentially last years. Now, nobody knows, right? Even though they have a proven track record, they still have to prove this out in the DeFi space. So let's talk about the juicy part of, if you're interested in this, why you would definitely want to get into the presale. So once you get your Kirk tokens in the presale, you're going to be able to stake them for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And respectively, you're going to have different rates of return. If you stake them for 12 months, you're going to be earning 295% APY. So almost 1% a day paid out in Kirk token. Remember, the earnings from just staking your Kirk tokens are going to be paying you out in USDC. So now you have the opportunity to earn USDC rewards, and then you have the opportunity to actually earn more Kirk tokens when you get into the presale and stake your tokens. The Kirk token will be traded primarily on a dynamic OTC system, which you guys can read about in their white paper. This is their way of really controlling the price, because anytime a project launches their own token, a lot of investors sort of grimace and they say, I'm not really interested, because what do we know? We know the token price normally dumps. And to control that, they wanted to start off not with an LP, but with an OTC system that would help maintain a healthy price for the Kirk token. There are also other uses for the Kirk token, such as a future mode of payment. So patients in their ecosystem will actually be able to use Kirk token to pay for their medical services. There's a hard cap of $2.5 million. Their plan is to take what's raised in the presale and start acquiring these primary healthcare assets. And after listening to John, he already has them lined up and waiting to execute on these pre-negotiated deals. So after taking an in-depth look into the project, I'm pretty excited about what they're doing, how they're approaching things, and what they have to offer. Now, with that being said, I have to tell you, there's still risk when you're investing in a DeFi project, because although they've done this in a traditional business model already and they've had success, they haven't brought it into the Web3 space and done it in DeFi yet. So there's a lot to prove as they begin tackling the roadmap. So it's important that you do your own research and join their Discord channel. Remember to tell them that Matt sent you so you can be entered to win that $500 Kirk token giveaway. But most importantly, make sure you get all of your questions answered. So that's my honest thoughts about Kirk, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Is this something that's interesting to you? Are there questions that I didn't answer that you guys want to know? Go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get them answered for you. If I brought you value today and you guys like this video, then show me by actually hitting the like button on this video. That means the world to me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well go ahead and do it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.